Hello and welcome to the Joe McNeil Podcast. This is episode 15, I believe. I am losing count. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Or this might be 16. I can't remember. Jehu is back.
Yep. We're back, baby.
And he's trying out for LIV.
That'd be nice.
The High Flyers. So LIV in
High Flyers, if you're watching this is me applying my application.
LIV is we'll get into it a little bit because I did talk about that in the thing, but we're going to try to segment this a little bit and provide some structure. I keep saying that and then we change it every week. But what's been going
on? Just working really and practicing, getting ready for a couple of tournaments I got coming up.
Yep.
Work's been really good. Very busy out here.
U.S. Open qualifier.
Yep, that's on Monday.
Yeah, and then Texas Am.
And that's on the 20th.
Should get your pairing today.
Yeah, I should get it by the end of the day or something.
Okay. At Sonterra North, so we're all rooting Jehu on. We did spend some time out at Briggs Ranch practicing.
Yep, that was very good.
And yeah, you and Destiny playing. You guys are both getting extremely good. It's fun to watch. Let's see here. I don't even know what's been going on. I've been dealing with constant comments and stuff from the viral reel that I had 450,000 views. It's now up to probably at this time 500,000. It was 499 earlier.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
everybody's interested in the Masters, and we talked about that. I talked about it by myself because I am desperate for views. So it's like, let's beat this horse until it's not just dead.
Apparently, if you mention anything the Masters, it just goes viral.
But it was an interesting story, I think, getting stopped by security. Someone commented, and I tried to read some of the comments, but somebody said, and I read this one, they said there was a secret sting. I mean, it could have went in our conspiracy theories, but basically the Masters gave tickets to volunteers to bait them and test them to see. And then somebody comments and goes, they don't give tickets, they allow you to purchase. It's like, well, okay, it's the same thing. That's what we mean. Did they sell those? And did they then...
My thing is like, how did that person know that they did that? Were they one of the volunteers?
He's like, I finally got approved as a volunteer and they kicked me out.
I sold my ticket.
But anyways, it's kind of interesting. I do know a volunteer at the Masters. I can't mention his name because I'm not sure what all is allowed.
Yeah.
But I will try to get him on the podcast, and then maybe we'll just blur him out and distort his voice. And he can give us all the inside details. Would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think he would share stuff, but I don't think there's anything. I highly doubt they did that. But anyways, we put that reel out. We put that reel out there. Make it go viral.
Yep.
Let's end up with a bunch of those. So that's what we've been up to. We've been having lots of events out here at Short Game. That's exciting.
Yeah, we had 2 this week.
Yeah, a lot of people, golf balls with our new nets are staying inside the facility mostly. That's pretty cool. But we got leagues going on. We've got our monthly challenges. I did see that reel. You guys did. If you have not seen that, go to Short Game USA on Instagram. And Jehu stars in that one.
Yep. I've had a lot of people coming in telling me they liked it.
Yeah, so it's a good reel, and I hope that we continue creating some content like that.
Yep.
But good things ahead. It's going to be a great summer out here if you are in the San Antonio or Castroville area.
Yep. Our
hop on out.
Indoor league starts on May 28th.
Oh, there you go.
2-man scramble, $100 a person.
$100 a person.
Yep.
And then that's it. It's all included.
Yeah. And then you don't have to pay for your bay each time. It's just that $100 and you get 6 weeks of 18 holes a week.
Oh, that's really cheap. Go ahead, sign up for that.
Yep.
Lots of prizes and stuff. We're giving away Mizuno umbrellas and golf balls. And every month we've got close to the pin challenges and stuff. I think it's a fun thing. I think you should do it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we've got... we got some good stuff. So we do have what's been going on. So this would be, let's go noteworthy golf news this week. I had AI put these together, but I had some of my thoughts. So it left, AI discriminates against women. It left Nelly Korda out.
Yeah, two in a row.
2 in a row. She has 3 wins this year and 3 runner-up finishes.
Yeah, she's
That's it.
playing really good this year.
Nelly and Scotty,
Back to
both really, really good. Both playing TaylorMade. Does that mean TaylorMade is the best equipment out there, or they just have the deepest pockets and they pay people to play their stuff?
yeah, I don't know.
I think they have the deepest pockets. That's personally what I think. I do not think TaylorMade has the best equipment.
Yeah, I'm not a huge TaylorMade guy. So
Yeah. So Nelly Korda, which is much needed. LPGA is starved for a star. Nelly is a superstar, but they just really don't have. It would be really good for the game if Charlie Hull would win a major.
she's funny.
Oh yeah, she's great. Her story, I don't know if you saw the reel where she's talking about she was 7 years old and her instructor, her coach made her do something she didn't like. And when he went out on the range or something and she started just zinging 7-iron stingers at him or something. And she's like 7 years old, 7 or 8 years old. She just did not. She is pelting him with well, she said her dad was super mad at her and he broke all her clubs. She said, but the last laugh was on him because then he had to turn around and buy me a new set of clubs. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Justin Rose using McLaren irons. That's this dude.
Clear he just likes the money.
Yeah. I mean, Justin Rose I think he used to be TaylorMade back in the day. And then he was that Chinese Hanma clubs. Dude didn't play worth anything. And then he's playing great this year. And then when they announce he switches to McLaren irons, like he was awful last week.
Yeah.
And I saw him this week. It doesn't look much better.
Mm-mm.
And with that swing, I mean, he's got to be thinking like, have you seen my swing? It's pretty good. So I could play anything. And McLaren irons, I think they're like $3,000 a set for irons. Oh, I know. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. We've seen this before though. I'm like, who else? Bettinardi came out with irons.
Yep.
Putting company. I don't think they've really taken off.
No.
But what are your thoughts on premium irons? $3,000 a set. Who is buying McLaren irons?
I mean, you're gonna have some like rich people that will buy it just because, like, I mean,
yeah. What's the guy? Describe the stereotype of the guy that buys McLaren irons.
The old white guy that just like thinks he's really good.
And what's he drive?
Oh, I mean, he drives like a
Corvette. Yeah, a Corvette, but he wishes it was a McLaren.
Yeah.
We also had Matthew Fitzpatrick's brother, Alex, earning his PGA Tour card.
Yeah, it's a cool way to earn your tour card.
Yeah, with a team event. If I had a chance to do or maybe I did. I forget what I talk about, but I would have ripped this because I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. A 2-man team, because I'm like, well, pair me up with Scotty Scheffler. And then I'm going to get my card. Well, I don't know if Scotty's that good.
Yeah.
But so you're like, okay. But then he ties for 5th the very next event, or made like $500,000, and then I think he's playing good again this week, so he's obviously good enough. But there was jokes out there that Bryson DeChambeau is going to end up coming back to tour, getting on his YouTube and giving away to one lucky fan to play in the Zurich there in New Orleans.
That would be a great episode.
And then you get some
and he'll just keep doing it until somebody gets the tour card.
Which the tour will be like, no, you can't do that. But that would be so funny.
It would be awesome. He would take Wesley Bryan.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'd love to see that. Brad Dahlke from Good is getting his first professional start this fall. He has played in like U.S. Opens and stuff, and even the Masters,
he's played
right?
in the Masters, yeah.
Yeah, but as a professional, he's getting this. I think they said in October is when the Good Championship is in Austin, which I was glad to hear that because it is going to be super hot here. In October still might be a little bit warm, but thoughts on that? I saw he's in the field at your U.S. Open qualifier.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Like, Brad is like awesome.
Yeah, and so does that, like, for you? Are you like, oh, I want to beat him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what It would be pretty cool if you got paired with him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I wonder if when those guys play, which I have strong feelings on this, I think it's stupid. They should not be allowed to have cameras in those qualifiers. But are those guys going to have somebody out there following him
Oh, I
around?
bet they will.
Because what was it? I saw it on YouTube. Somebody was qualifying, and the guy's talking the whole time. Oh, it was that.
Okay, but
No, it was an AJGA qualifier.
yeah.
I'm not going to mention who it was, but it was stupid. I'm like, that would be so annoying. And Destiny was watching this, and
Yeah,
she's like, if I had to play with that, and the person is narrating the whole time, and they're a YouTube personality, and we didn't think they were much of a golfer, but they did get through the qualifier. Wasn't a great field, but still. I talked about this a little bit last week, but LIV Golf there's all kinds of stuff going on with LIV Golf. What are you hearing?
Well, I'm kind of hearing that it's over, but then I'm also kind of hearing that like they just got to get a few investors by the end of the year. And I don't think it's that far off that they will get that.
I think if they're willing to take less money in their prize payouts,
Yeah.
then I think it will survive, but it's going to have to morph from what it is now. I think the PGA Tour is missing the message, though. Guys are unhappy with the tour. They do not want to go. I've seen tons of guys going, yeah, we don't want to go back.
Yeah. Well, and you look at the tour, they've got to be losing money as well.
Yeah, I almost guarantee.
Otherwise, why are they taking events out? Like they took that Hawaii event out, which the field was never like very good there.
Well, you had the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
So you had 2 Hawaii events, and they're totally gone.
Yeah.
That is sad. To be honest with you, everything is changing.
Beautiful.
I saw Bryson. He was like, well, the tour, they're not doing great either. And he was like, I'll probably just focus on YouTube if LIV folds. Man, it is interesting to see. I talked about Brandel Chambly. He's all over it. Oh, yeah, this is what these guys deserve. Yeah. And it's like, dude, like, shut up.
Yeah.
I met him. That's what I talked about in the last episode. I met him at the PGA show, and he was very nice, but I told him, I was like, hey, how you doing? I go, I disagree with you all the time on Twitter. He goes, oh, anything nasty? And I go, well, it's not very nice. And he's like, but he was super nice. And he didn't say this, but he was kind of like, I'm kind of paid to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, I got you. That's your thing. Would you do that if the Golf Channel paid you to just be a jerk?
I mean, yeah.
It's like, hey,
This guy's an idiot.
yeah. I did see the PGA Championship is next week, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Phil Mickelson has withdrawn.
Yeah, I know. That's sad.
They got family health going on. Everybody's kind of quiet because they don't know what it's about, but the media is ready to just crucify him again.
I know. It's
I do think the one thing that it's not a fair representative. They just golf media. They are so biased. And I'm like, look, I'm a fan of the tour too. I am not liking what's going on right now with professional golf.
I know.
It's like you got all these outsiders. Wesley and George started a tour.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
A YouTube tour. So like golf is entertainment.
Yep.
That's what sports are. And I think the tour is missing that. I don't know. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
I hope that it gets figured out. I'm not sure that it ever will with the current leadership situation.
Yeah. Golf is just so divided right now.
I did see and Rory's got to speak up. I'm like, every time this guy's in the media, I'm like, I can't stand him. I'm sorry. I just can't because he doesn't talk right. Like when they come to Scotty Scheffler and they try to trap him with something.
He was like, guys, I just got off the golf course, really.
He's great.
Yeah, you just kind of need to ignore the question.
Rory, I saw a statement, and he goes, they're asking why he's skipping events. Well, I would just be like, I don't know what he should say, but it's like, he's always got to come out like, I have the moral superior high ground, and I'm allowed to skip events. Me and Scotty are both skipping, and we're picking ones that we think are better fits for us. And it's like, oh, good grief.
Just say you wanted some time off. Like,
I know, just be like, dude,
because you can't.
I want to be on LIV. I want to be on LIV. That's what he's like. I want to be on LIV, but I don't like the format and I don't like the courses they play. But I like the fact that they only play 8 to 10 events a year.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that, especially since the money's so high.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Let's do hot takes.
Okay.
Give me a hot take from this last week.
Like on golf or what?
Could be anything you want.
Hot take is Jordan Spieth is winning the PGA this year and getting his Grand Slam.
Ooh, that would be awesome. I would love that.
He's been playing some good golf. I think
Yeah.
this might be the year he gets it done.
My hot take will be LIV Golf does not fold. It reorganizes and continues operating as a I don't want to say a thorn in the tour side because it's down to like a little burr, but it's an annoyance.
Yeah.
That's the
Which I wouldn't be surprised if they like partnered with YouTubers and stuff.
That's literally what they should do.
Like that league that George Grant and
Yeah.
like if they partnered with that tour,
Yep.
that would make them a lot more and get them more exposure too.
Yeah. The purses are too big. I think they're gonna have to slim that down. But who knows? Let's see on that. But okay. We have sections for questions on Instagram. I covered all those last week. We had way too many questions and comments on the one thing. I did put a reel out there because let's see here, me and Mom's episode, and we talked about you getting shot with a BB gun. We didn't even really go into detail because I was like, man, we should market that better. But I did message your sister and I was like, who was the shooter?
Should we expose the shooter?
Oh, yeah.
I think probably most everybody would guess correctly.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you think? Don't say it then.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's going to. Come on now.
It was Destiny.
It was Destiny.
But Elijah loaded it.
Yeah, I know. So we're painting this picture. Destiny was like 6.
Nah, she would have been she would have been older than that.
Then just 7. We moved down here. She was 6. So yeah, Elijah's pumping it up, and then he's like, "Hey,"
because it wasn't a BB gun; it was a pellet gun.
But it's a BB.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will say this: we shot crossbows up at Grandpa's a long time ago. It was when I think you went and caddied for Abby for the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And Grandpa brings out this crossbow, and he's got a styrofoam deer in the yard. And I'm like, I'll take the first shot. I miss. I'm like, shoot. Then he lets Destiny try. She hits it. They have like that insert in the deer. She hits it dead in the center, and it blows the insert out the deer. And it's like,
but how much you want to bet she wasn't aiming for that?
I know. I mean, I'm like, it's
look, I was aiming for the head.
She hasn't said, but I would say, stay behind her.
Yep.
Yeah. So I do have, so those are good hot takes. And then I have story time. These are all AI said this would be a huge success. Story time. Do you have any stories? We had the BB gun one. Do you have any stories? It could be from growing up, playing golf, any of those things, anything unique. This is like, boy, you're thinking. Every night when I come home, sit down on the couch, usually eat a little bit because I'm home a little bit later. Even Samuel, Dad, tell us about when you were growing up. Give us a funny story. They're usually a story about me getting spanked or in trouble, grounded, doing something horrible. But yeah, they're do you have anything?
I got a good one. Okay. I don't even know if you or Mom know this. You guys know, but like you don't know.
Okay.
But remember when I got the little egghead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so you know how we told you I just like passed out, right? That was not true.
You didn't pass out.
So what happened is I'm over there sweeping, and Abby came over, and she just like put me in a headlock. And like I was like 10.
Yeah.
Oh, and I passed out and hit my head on the
She,
corner.
oh, so
And
you
then
did pass out.
I blackmailed her for
You did pass
years.
out. You did pass out.
Yes, but not just from walking.
So I'll have to see if I can find that picture. But it was basically, so you
I
passed out.
couldn't see out of that eye,
When,
like, because it was hanging.
yeah. It was this like, this giant hematoma, I think is what it's called. And we're like, what? He passed out. This is insane. I would never have covered for my siblings like this.
We just blackmailed her.
This is the first time I've ever heard about this. This is why, Abby struggled coming forth with the truth. But he shows, and it's like he passed out. Well, for those of you who don't know, when I was 11 years old, I had some type of injury where they thought I had cracked ribs. I think I'm not even sure what happened. It was either football or something or basketball or somebody landed on me or it was, and we had a church. I guess this is story time 2.0. We had a church that was in a senior citizen center. It was always 1,000 degrees in there. And for whatever reason, we had to sit on the front row. It was like little folding chairs and linoleum. And I remember, having to stand up. Worship was long. And I remember everything kind of going black. And the next thing I know, I wake up and I'm on the ground and I had fallen and hit my face and busted all my front teeth out. So they're all fake. 11 years old. So when Jehu has this thing, we're kind of freaking out, talking to some doctors and it's like, well, just keep an eye on him. We're just I want to strangle you right now. Your mom is going to lose her ever loving mind because it's like, we still talk about that. Like, how did he, and I totally see that. I can't even believe this. Mom is going to be like, that is a great story.
Don't tell her though until the episode comes out.
Yes, I'll tell her that she needs to watch the episode. There you go. That's going to be hard to top. I don't want to tell all our stories because we're going to do a story each episode. That way we have a little clip. We do have questions from Instagram. We're done with that. And then we have, I know what it was. The questions from Instagram. People commented on the BB gun and they were like, dude, that's called growing up in the country. I shot my brothers all the time with BBs. I probably have multiple BBs stuck in me, is what they were all saying. I was like, oh, okay.
It's pretty typical.
This does make you wonder. Okay, so we say this all the time. We have 7 kids. We homeschool, all this stuff. Jehu has been shot with a BB gun. Now we know that he's been put in a headlock and passed out. What do you think he's doing to those siblings? Specifically to his his sisters. They're trying to murder him. Ooh, I shouldn't say that word. I probably can't say that word on YouTube.
Yeah.
To be continued. Okay, so I have this one. This is a question from Instagram. Were the volunteers at the Masters attractive?
Who asked that?
They want to be named anonymous.
No, see, I think I know.
From Florida?
Oh my God. I know exactly who said this.
Who?
Abby.
Yeah, see,
I knew it.
if you want something kept a secret in this family,
Don't tell Abby.
Do not tell Abby.
I didn't tell her though. I don't know who did.
Oh, well, do you want to tell the story in your own words or do you want me to try to interpret it?
You can tell the story.
Okay. We were walking down the Amen corner. A light from heaven shined on this absolutely stunning young woman. Jehu was overcome by her beauty. And he said, "You're beautiful." And she said, "You have pretty eyes." And then walked on. He didn't get her name, number, but he does know she lives in Florida.
I got name.
Okay.
Just didn't get number.
Well, there you go. So if you're watching this,
my Instagram will probably be in the link or something.
I was like, oh my gosh, Abby told me that. I'm like, I go, oh, that's funny. I'm saving that one for the podcast. Okay. So this week's rabbit hole. Is there anything we want to go down the rabbit hole with? I mean, we could talk about conspiracy theories forever. They are releasing the UFO files. I saw that.
Yeah.
There's so many weird people.
Like, I don't believe in actual UFOs, but like, it's probably our government spying on us.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
but that's not
probably
what they're
something like that.
talking about. Alien life, I think, is something like that. And they
Honestly-
think they've intermixed with humans. I was told this, and I'm like, this is so dumb.
I was gonna say something it'll get canceled.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really have anything to go down the rabbit hole with, but anything. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, we have all kinds of crazy stuff happen here at Short Game. We can't really share some of it though. So
Like what?
there's just stuff with customers and things like that. So, I am going to try to figure out how to. This is my idea: is to put some cameras up, maybe just iPhones and stuff, and then have some of our staff wearing mics.
See, I've
That-
talked to Michaela about us doing
that
that.
follows it around. And what I want to do is do it for a whole day and then snip it together and put an episode together. It could be really cool. But we'll have to put some disclaimers on the door. I forgot about that. You have to let people know that they're all being filmed. And if they don't want to be
yeah.
filmed, that
Just leave.
stay away. Yeah. That could be pretty fun. Okay. So we have a main topic. I'm pretty, I don't want to say passionate about this, but it's annoying. Okay, so I teach golf, teach kids to try to get into college, and there's this enormous abyss in between what parents and even kids that are in high school think they need to do versus what college coaches want. Okay, so we homeschool. I've said that 1,000 times. Destiny's going to a Power 4 school in Georgia. How did we get discovered if we don't play high school tournaments? That's what everybody wants to know. Well, she travels all over the country, so that's another story. So I try to tell these people, college coaches don't care about high school golf.
No, because honestly, most of it is a joke.
So, and we're going to get into why it's a joke. And I'll tell you what's going on, and then you can make up your mind for yourself. So I don't have a problem with the practice. I don't have a problem with the tournaments. I do have a problem with the tournament setup. I do think the depth of field is so shallow. That's why they set these courses up this way. But there's many girls' tournaments where they're playing from 4,500 yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, how did they expect to get better? They're gonna go play that, and then they're like, "Oh, well, let's go play like a prestige," and oh, we're playing 5,600 now, and we don't know how to play golf.
yeah. And so this is what happens. The kids will play. Well, for one, I've had boys that their school only played JV tournaments. He's varsity. He turns in a 68 or a 71 suspect and then goes and plays prestige and shoots 98.
Yeah.
Well, you're like, you understand these are not apples to apples, and you're trying to tell the parents, like, that's literally 1,500 yards or 1,000 yards longer in these other tournaments, and not just prestige. Let's say TJGTs, that's the Texas Junior Golf Tour, or Legends events, could be.
It's
And
also going to be harder to cheat in those.
yes, and they can't get in AJGAs.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I had one dad come in for a lesson. This is just kind of a rant, and I'm going to get into what else you see. But this is what we encounter. So a dad comes in. He's got a kid, decent, but he's been working with another instructor here in town. I know the other instructor. I'm friends with him. And I go, why are you, like, what's going on? Are you unhappy with them? Because I don't take like taking business from any of my friends or somebody. And usually if somebody's been with somebody for 5 years, 6 years, you're like, okay. Or maybe they're bouncing instructors. I don't like to get into that either. You like to, have some loyalty, but if there's some improvement there. So the dad goes, well, we're going to start playing AJGAs. And I go, okay, cool. So he's got enough stars, or, he's earned his, what's that? I go, well, you need stars to play. And he's like, well, he'll get them. And I go, well, that's not how it works. Like you need, and the way the AJGA is, we'll probably do an episode where we cover ranking and stuff. Anyways, this kid has 0 stars. So I tell him, you're not going to get in anything. He gets mad. He goes, well, he'll get in. Whatever I say, he'll get in. I go, doesn't work that way either.
Nope.
But so I give the kid a lesson. Yeah, he's pretty good. I see what he's changing here and things like that. I let my buddy know. He's not real happy. I'm like, hey, they were in here shopping around. But don't worry. It didn't go well. Me and the dad did not hit it off because I'm not going to sit here and tell him a bunch of lies. The kid plays a Prestige shortly after that. And so I'm like, oh, I want to see what he does. Shoots 100. Shoots 100. And I'm like, okay.
If you're shooting 100 at Prestige, you can shoot 140 in an AJ.
Yeah, I know.
But you won't get in an AJ.
So, but we're constantly doing that, trying to educate people. Well, they play for the high school team. We hear this all the time. Okay. So we are in Medina County. We have Medina Valley here. And then we have North Side, San Antonio. I work with tons of kids on North Side. By and large, there's no college coach looking at North Side. Okay, so every couple years, somebody will get into a college. It's usually like an NAIA, or it might be like Shriner or A&M San Antonio. It's some of these, and nothing wrong with that, okay? But these are not, you're not going there for golf, okay? You're getting your less expensive degree, and you're going to be able to play golf. But some of these schools, we played kids. And I remember, I'm not going to mention him, but we were at a golf course and Jehu was 13 years old beating the college kids on the team. And he was pretty good, but not college level. You weren't anywhere close to that. And it was funny. The coach was making them play from the forward tees and they still couldn't break par.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I'm trying to explain this and help you that high school golf is not prepping you. So what is going on in high school golf? Well, we've got a school in Northside. There's cheating galore, okay? And I'm going to give examples of cheating. I'm not going to name names, but man, I want to. And I've got kids on all these teams, so I get reports back on these coaches. And there's some really nice, well-meaning coaches that are good to their players, and they're not very good golf coaches. I love those. That's fine. Because they have the kids' best interests at mind. They'll schedule the practices, and they're trying to learn. Then you have some coaches that actually think they're pretty good at golf. They might still be playing some amateur stuff, although it's not at a very good level.
Nope.
And they're horrible to these kids. They play favorites. They lie to the kids. They have a double standard. So I had a student, okay, that played for this school. Smart kid. I'm not going to say it's a girl. Okay. Smart kid is going to be a lawyer, going to UT. This kid, great kid, very smart, runs for, office in the school and things like that, has been captain on the team, things like that. And I've had this multiple times. These kids end up quitting the team. They're not quitting the school. They're not really quitting golf. They're going to keep playing. They're quitting a person. They're so sick of the toxic environment. And you're like, well, how toxic can it be? Well, when they play favorites or lie. So this particular girl had someone on the team cheating in qualifying. So they're qualifying for their spots to travel. Had a cheater. They reported to the coach. The coach says, if I don't see it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So immediately loses the respect of these high-performing individuals. Then comes up with a honesty pledge. What is an honesty pledge? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, this is all the same school. Okay, if you are going to sign this pledge that you won't cheat. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. However, if you cheat 3 times, you will be kicked off the team.
Okay, so I can cheat twice and I'm fine.
Can cheat twice. Yeah, and so totally lost everybody's respect there. Then In districts or regional, I think it's regionals, there is a video out there. I do not have it yet. And I don't know what I'll do if I get it, but I would have sent it to the administrator and the superintendent for sure, of a girl on the team kicking the ball that was out of bounds, back in bounds, and then hitting it. I know at least 8 people have seen that. I said that needs to be reported. They said the coach won't do anything about it. This is why high school golf does not matter.
Yep, it's a joke.
And I hate it. I really do hate it because it could, I'm not saying you have to like stretch the courses out 2,000 yards and make it super competitive, but you could teach the kids some integrity. They could learn a great game for life, and you could teach them to be honest. There should be severe consequences. This coach, I'd fire in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So this student also had a presentation. She had interned for a judge here in town because she's going to go be a lawyer. Writes an amazing report. The judge goes, "This is as good as first-year lawyers." She's in high school, okay? She has to give a presentation in front of 40 people, so she invites tons of people. Invites the coach. Coach says, "I'll be there." Coach doesn't show. It's embarrassing. And then I got word that at the awards banquets, a lot of these teams do awards banquets at the end of the year. The coach is like texting the mom 2 minutes before she has to go up and introduce the girl. "Hey, what was that thing that she's been doing all year?" This is like, this kid is not going to play in college. She doesn't want to. She loves golf. She's going to be successful in life. And these stupid coaches, do not care enough about that kid to invest and even understand what is important to that kid or what makes them tick. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
So I've had this girl for a long time. And I don't think she listens to podcasts, so this will be all right. I'm not going to mention the name, but parents got divorced. This happens to a lot of people. It was hard. Okay, it was really hard. And this goes so far outside coaching because I do this with my players. And I'm sensitive to these things because I'm like, darn, I mean, that's got to suck.
Yeah.
This happened right around districts. Okay. First year districts, she plays awful. And I mean awful, and loses it. Just loses it. Crying, all that. Nobody's doing anything. So totally break the rules. I walk out there on the fairway, put my arm around her. "Hey, it's okay. It's going to be fine. Just get a grip, take a breath." And it's being played off like, "Oh, it's just bad golf." It's not bad golf. This is stress. Okay.
Yeah.
So, plays bad that year. Then the following year, it's like, okay, we're coming up around that anniversary again, gets injured and starts kind of having some other, like can't get her mind focused in the tournament and stuff like this. And it's starting to repeat. And it basically does sophomore year. I was out of town. I wasn't able to go, but she did not play well at all. And then the coach decides to be mean. "You know what? We really needed you to play better." Well, it wouldn't matter because San Antonio schools get owned by the Austin schools because the Austin kids practice and they play outside of high school.
They also have good coaches.
Yeah, great coaches. Well, I mean, I think I'm decent.
No, like high school coaches.
Yeah, they have really good coaches. I mean, I know those coaches up in Austin, they're making their kids compete on how nice their uniform looks, how clean their bag is, who practices, and it's just everything.
Yep.
Everything about it is competitive. So then finally, the third year, okay, we're coming back up to districts. And I'm thinking about all this and I'm like, I think this is more of a mental issue than anything. And so I talked to her. She's disgruntled with the team because of all the cheating going on. It's not, nothing's being dealt with. They're being punished. Like the coach would do stupid things like, "Hey, why did you create that Instagram post and not tag her?" It's like forcing you to be friends with somebody. I hate that crap. And it's so dumb because, well, we're not friends with her. And hey, I heard you guys had a birthday party and didn't invite her. Stupid stuff like that. And it's like, well, tell her to be nicer and then maybe she'd get invited. So we're coming up and I go, "Hey, let's talk about this year. She'd never broke 100 in districts. And she can shoot in the 80s, high 80s typically." I go, let's do this for you, not your team. She was already telling me, she goes, I don't think I'm going to complete I don't think I'm going to play golf my senior year. I think I'm going to play STPGAs, things like that. It's more enjoyable. I love golf, but I cannot stand the drama on the team that's being allowed. And so I go, I agree. You do what is best for you. You're high on the academics and you're going to get a scholarship that way. You're doing great. So, but let's compete in districts and regionals most likely and do it for yourself. Be super selfish and just do it for yourself. The coach came up, puts all kinds of pressure on her again. Hey, do you think you'll actually show up this year? Literally says something like that. And I'm like, you tell her to stick it. I said, you're not doing it for her. I said, so you can listen to that and go one ear out the other. And you can put a smile on your face. And she did. And she came in second on the team, both districts and regionals, and shot in the 80s, the low 80s. And boy, she came in walking. I go, how you feel? She goes, I feel great. I said, I told you to do it for yourself. She goes, I did. I said, there you go. And now you can quit and you don't have to sign up for the team next year because, I have, you left on your terms and it was good. We had one high school that the entire boys team, almost the entire, transferred to a private school mid-year. The coach was so bad they couldn't stand the coach. I don't even know who the coach is, but I know this. I know the coach yelled at a parent for giving water to their kid. And I'm like, okay, I get it. He's like, hey, I'm the one that does the water. Well, why didn't you have the water there? And I can get creating a separation. But then they find the coach sleeping in a golf cart at the tournament. So the kids took pictures of him and posted it in the Sports U app. I mean, it's like, if you don't want made fun of, then stop doing stupid stuff.
Yep.
So it's obvious most of these coaches just do this for the stipend. I've got other stuff I could share. I've got some major horror stories. And it's disappointing to me because I've taught high school kids for more than a decade. And like, there's a lot going through these kids' minds. They're not necessarily, it's a small percentage that's going to go to college.
Yep.
For that sport. And if they're not able to cut it all out and stuff, then they're dealing with drama. These coaches need to realize you get 3 to 4 years with that kid. You can make a lasting impression and get invited to that kid's graduation.
Yep.
Wedding down the road. They're going to have good memories of you, but they don't. Almost every kid has graduated and has told me, I do not want my high school coach at the graduation. And typically we take the high road, and I've had severe criticism from these coaches. They have no idea that I've stood up and told these kids, be respectful of the position. They took you to tournaments, they scheduled them, and you should honor them and invite them. I've done that every time, and I've never said anything to them. And I get repaid with horrible criticism. There was one coach we had, and it happens every time. Every time there's a coach I like, and I go, this person is good. Holy cow, this guy's good. And he goes, hey, I'm retiring next year. I go, of course you are.
Yeah.
Of course you are. But it's not that hard. And it does make me think, are the coaches in every sport this bad?
No.
It's like, what in the world? Why do these coaches not care enough about a human being to show them some respect? These are young kids that are trying to figure out what they're doing for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's annoying, and I'm sick of the cheating. In regards to cheating, I've had players cheat, and when it gets reported to me, people are pretty great about reporting it to me. I confront them. I set them down. I have evidence. I have this witness, this witness, this witness. You've cheated. So you're going to do the right thing, and you're going to stop cheating for sure.
Yeah.
We had one time, I had a team, this was years ago, but a girl, I had it reported multiple times that this girl's cheating. We knew it. And you can always tell it's pretty easy to find a cheater. Do they shoot in the 60s in high school, and do they shoot 100 when they go play outside? Or is it a big swing? So we've had some girls I've seen, they shot par or mid-70s. That's fine. It's not that shocking. And then they go shoot about 20 shots higher in a junior tour, Prestige, Legends, any of those. Well, scores don't fluctuate that much.
No.
So you're like, okay. But I had this girl and we heard she was cheating. I taught the team captain and I went and told her, you need to go say something to your coach. She goes, oh, we know she cheats. I go, you got to say something. And so she did. And the coach took it seriously, followed that girl, and she shot 108. And then she quit the team.
Yep.
But it's like, we're not talking, when I'm talking about the cheating, I'm not talking like, golf has got some pretty petty rules. I'm not talking like the ball might have moved and I called a penalty on myself like Cam Young. This is like kids picking up a ball and chucking it back, clearly a 9 or a 10, and then telling everybody they got a bogey.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's just kind of golf right now. Like it's the easiest sport to cheat in. Like,
yeah, of course.
And so all these kids just go and do whatever they want.
I had a friend, you've not met him, but he played tour and he cheated. And that's how he became a Christian. Basically, he was a bad man. He was not a good dude. And he would persecute. There's a tour Bible study that's still going on now. And all the Christians, they have this Bible study. I think it's like on Tuesdays and stuff before a tour event. And it follows them around. And he would mock them all the time. And he tells us, this is his testimony. And he said, they invited me over and over, and I was so horrible to them. I was so horrible. He would be like, Lions 1, Christians 0 every time he would beat them. And he said he mocked them. And he said he would have never thought he'd cheat, but his game was in such a bad place that he hit it and his ball was 6 inches out of bounds. He said nobody was looking and he kicked it back in and finished out. He said, I just felt horrible. I could not believe I would stoop that low. Because he didn't think he had a need. Like, he didn't think like his human nature would ever do something like that. And he said he withdrew after that because he couldn't live with himself. And he got down on his knees just out in the middle of like maybe the golf course or something. And he said, God, if you can do anything with this life, you can have it. And immediately he was saved. He went to the Bible study. They all were like, it was like basically probably what it was like when the Apostle Paul had his, when he was Saul and had that conversion on the road to Damascus. And they couldn't believe it. But this guy is very, he's, I don't want to say very old, but he's old. And he's a mentor to a lot of men. He's been a mentor in my life. He preaches all the time. It's incredible. But he's like, you have no idea what I was like. And so that's the thing with all these coaches. Like, look, we all have human nature. We all have human nature. And so I get it. You feel insecure that your team is not doing well, and so you put pressure on the kids. What needs to happen is we need some leadership development on these coaches. We need some mentoring with these coaches. And if they refuse it, then cut them loose and send them on their way. We need better coaches for kids, and they should demand it. Parents should demand it.
Yeah.
Good grief. I put something out there since Destiny's going to Georgia. The athletic director had said it. He looks exactly like Ted Cruz. I don't know if you saw the picture of him. Mm-hmm. He's like a dead ringer for Ted Cruz. It's on I don't know if it's still on my Instagram story, but he said, to all you prospective college athletes, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And I would say with, the visits we had with Destiny, there was a few that we felt she's being tolerated.
Yeah.
And when we went to Georgia, we felt like they were celebrating. Yeah. And it's important. You don't have to be the greatest. Here's the thing. And you probably feel insecure if you're coaching a high school and you're like, I don't know if I'm good enough. That's really irrelevant. Yep. You can shape those kids. Cause I remember one of my favorite coaches, the one that I said he had the job for 2 years and then left. You remember him. He worked out all the time.
Yeah.
He would come in for lessons and then he would pick my brain. Joe, what drills could I have my team doing? He just was like, I just don't feel like I'm very good and all that. And it was like, but he cared so much about those kids. And I guarantee every kid that played for that guy
They loved
remembers him. Yeah, they remembers him. And he was easily my favorite because he never felt like um he just wasn't insecure. I didn't have to sit there and deal with, oh, he feels like I'm stepping on his toes or something. I mean, I had coaches on Northside coaches, most of them are gone now, but I remember, oh, hey, there's a girl I teach, and I'm at the golf course. Well, I walk over. It's team practice. They're all looking at their phones, anyways. And I go over there, and I remember this coach just beelining and getting in between me. And I'm like, excuse me? And you think like, oh, well, he's just being protective of his kids. No, that's how he was. I said, oh, teacher, I was just saying hello, know the parents. Okay. This is my coach. This is my practice. This is my practice. I go, well, they're looking at their phones. They're not doing
Yep.
anything, and I'm saying hi. So, I mean, and I run a little hot sometimes. But yeah, you just yeah, it's hard. People aren't as welcoming as they should be.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to see some change here. We've got a lot of kids we work with here at Medina Valley, and I know we work with them on integrity and stuff, and I'm excited about all these kids. They're good kids. I mean, the parents are like, yes, sir, no, sir. These kids are doing things the right way, and
Yep.
I think the future's bright. So it's fun. It's fun to be able to work with them. And then I think your role, you kind of feel like the big brother to all the kids I teach because they
Yeah.
come out and they're either complaining about the lesson or what they have to work on, and then you're like, no, you need to be doing that stuff.
Yep.
So, all right. Any other thoughts?
Nope. I think.
All right. Well, best of luck next time we get on this. Actually, by the time this airs, your U.S. Open qualifier is already over.
Yeah.
So this will be next Friday, but I look forward to hearing how that goes.
Yep.
Onward and upward. Thank you for watching. Hello. You're still there. Great. Hit like, subscribe, make sure the bell's on. You won't miss another one of these fantastic episodes.